Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. Today, I just wanted to really go over. I've owned this camper now for a couple months, and just want you to go over some of the things I like and dislike. But I'm going to tell you right now, there's not that much that I dislike. Let's go inside here. So let me turn this on. Alright, well, the first thing I'm going to be discussing about is stuff that I dislike. And there's not that many. Is the mattress. Now, I do know I can go ahead and upgrade this mattress, and I will. Just the mattress it came with, it's just like, I mean, it is like nothing. But I guess that's what you get when you pay, $10,000. So, well, with taxes and everything, what I paid for was almost 12. My grandson laid on this bed here, and he didn't really complain, but, he only weighs, 40 pounds, if that, so he's probably fine with it. So, yeah, the mattress, number one. Number two, like I said, very slim pickings when I'm thinking about disliking something, is the shower curtain. Now, like I said, this is nothing really to complain about. It's just that the one that came with it is basically like a garbage bag. I mean, it's just like how much would have been for them to just upgrade it a little bit. But anyways, I got one right here that I got inside the house. We just upgraded our shower to a glass door, so took that one. I'm gonna put it up here, should be fine. I'm not the biggest fan of this stove, but I mean, it's okay. My mom bought me this one. Really, she bought it for herself, but she was looking for something smaller. I'm not really sure. She was looking for something else, so she gave me this one. So got this one, plugs in, be fine. I mean, other than that, I don't really have much to complain about. Well, let's see. I'd like to put a mirror right here. So, or here, don't matter. And then maybe some storage stuff right here too. Just trying to utilize all the space, the limited space that I have. So, some of the other things I do like about this is, I mean, I like big campers. I've had some in the past. But I mean, I just like the idea that, I've been tent camping or in my van for the past few years, and most of the time I never go inside there unless I need to get out of the weather or something else, And the thought that I can come in here, have a bathroom, have a sink, have a stove, have a fridge, have an AC, and stay dry and warm or cold depending on what you need. I got my little heater over there. To me, it's like a big luxury upgrade compared to what I was getting, in the van or the tent, which both of them I had a lot of fun in. It was great last couple years. So, and so, you had a lot of people say, well, this camper's so small, but I don't know. It's like, for me, it's a huge upgrade compared to what I have been in the last couple years. So, I also have a, screen tent, little pop-up one, and I'll be bringing that with me. So I'm going to be outside, other than sleeping. You probably during the day, if it's not raining or anything, I'm gonna be outside 90% of the day. So I don't need like all that space. You know, if I was retired and you know, pretty much living in my camping spot, or even if you're traveling from spot to spot, then yeah, I could see why you would want a little bit more space inside, because you're not going to be outside every day. You know, and that's what I say, everybody has their own you know, needs and wants and stuff. So I think I showed this in my other video. So this is, I have to get some Velcro or something. That this is from my cot that I end up breaking. There's these. I was looking for these the other day when I took my grandson fishing. Well, at least I'll just have some more. Anyways, I'm gonna put this up here, and I'm gonna have to get 4 pieces of Velcro, you know, for each corner there, and then I'll have some stuff that I can hang, you know, right there. So that'll be nice. Probably get more pieces of Velcro just to keep it, make sure it don't fall. So they got Velcro right here already. I'm going to add some to the bottom, so that way it's just not dangling, you know, from, I'll go like this, from right here. It'll be up against here. And just be more storage space. Just trying to utilize as much space as I can. I like this up here, and yeah, so the storage that I would use is right here. You know, back here, and I may be able to put a net right there, like a little cargo net or something, keep things from falling out this way. I have thought about taking this bed out completely, or at least up to here, and just use that as a storage area, but I don't know yet. It's hard to see down there. I don't have a light, but I am going to put one down there. So this is where I keep some of my totes, all my camping stoves and things like that. So another that I do like about this camper is it's solar ready. At least to plug in some solar panels to keep the battery charged up, and you know, during the day and things like that. But there's a lot of people say, you know, no, if there's no gas, no, you know, I'm not gonna touch this camper. But I mean, you could still bring your gas stoves and propane heater and things like that. You know, it's I have a gas stove, and I'll bring it and use it outside. I did buy some of these lights. I think there's like 6 of them. I'm gonna put a couple under here, maybe 2 or 3. I'm gonna put a couple under there, and you know, I'll just like stuff that doesn't really require it. You can use it off grid if you had to, and yeah, just anything that, you know, just makes it more convenient. So I'm gonna set that up this weekend. Also, I just bought a Starlink satellite, and I will be using it with this camper. I'll show you guys how that goes on my next camping trip. So I'll be able to watch movies and stuff like that. And somebody had said something about where's the TV. Well, let me go back in real quick, and I'll show you real quick where it would go. So when you walk in, it's supposed to go right there. Right there. And it would be a pretty small TV. Now I can get a TV, get a stand, put it right here, put it on there and stuff, but that may be an option. But we do have our tablets as well, and it's just as easy to watch it on a tablet watch a movie or something like that. So I was able to get a plate with the thing. I still want to change out the Camping World. I wish I can get, I'm going to scrub this sticker off too when I get a chance. So yeah, other than that, there isn't much to dislike. I do need a wash on this. Definitely wash it before our next trip. Obviously, one of the things that I do like on this is how easy it tows. You can't even feel it on this. So I would also be pulling it with the Pathfinder too. When I go on a longer trip, I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull it with the Pathfinder. This thing can pull up to 6,500 pounds, so this 2,500 pounds won't be nothing. And of course, this truck, I mean, this was my dad's truck, and my parents' camper, I believe, it was pretty heavy, about 5,000 or 6,000 pounds. Has slide out and everything, maybe even way more than that. It was like a 28-footer with the slide out. And this truck, my dad pulled it all the way out west with it, so you know, up the Rockies and everything else. So this little thing here, just, it ain't gonna, you won't even notice it's back there. So that's another thing I like. I gotta try to be careful a little bit because of there's wasp. You know, they like to, especially here in South Georgia, they probably do it everywhere, but they're like in every nook and cranny. But right there is, you could plug your solar over there, and it says, this thing here says it's compatible with any portable solar kit. So you could scan that and it'll give you some more information. Alright, here's one thing I do dislike. Here's another thing, I guess, is there's no bumper right here at all. So I can't haul my bike back here. You know, would be nice, you know, to have a hitch or something to put on here. And there still may be a way. See, that's rubber or tank. I'm sorry, I don't know if you can see that. That's a tank. That's this is metal right there. So there may be a way to put a hitch on here, but I'm not sure. Doubt it. So when I do go camping, I have to put my bike inside the camper, which ain't bad. Just have to take it out when get to the campsite. One of the things I thought I would dislike is that there's no front jacks. So you can see the back ones, but there's no front ones. Well, the truth is, the bed's right there, and you're never gonna stand in this very corner or in the other corner because of that bed. So there's no way for it to kind of teeter this way or that way. So I found so far there's no reason to have the jack. I mean, now you can get the portable ones, just stands, if you need more, if you need the support. So with a camper like this, also the size of it, if you look right here, I've already started, now this isn't an area that I was gonna put my camper at, but I'm clearing out the woods right here. So in a previous video, if you guys watched it, you can see that's the front yard there, and there is a house across the street, but it's hard to see through the woods. You have to go point this camera straight down the driveway, and my driveway curves, so it's the whole front there is covered by trees. You could barely see when a vehicle passed by. Now, my brother lives next door through there. It's real hard to see his house. You have to really look. You may see like a light on at night or something. But other than that, and then my next door neighbor this way is a 1/4 mile down, and you could see that just surrounded by woods, surrounded by trees, which is awesome. So like I said about the camper, the size of it, I want to clear out a spot back here to make a kind of a private campground too. So if I wanted to go camping, you know, on the weekends where I couldn't travel, I want to build a actual campsite somewhere in this property that has a picnic table, a fire ring, which I got one of those, and I want a grill like the one you see at the state parks. See, there's a tractor going that way. Can't see it though. Anyways, guys, I'll probably in another video talk about where I'd like to set up that campsite that I was just talking about, and like to see if I can have it ready by this fall, because I love college football, and with the Starlink and all that stuff, if I can bring my camper back there, you know, out there in the woods somewhere, and have the grill going and the game going on, and man, that'd be awesome. Then I will have a TV, but it'll be for the outside of the camper. But anyways, those are just a few things I dislike and like. You know, because this camper's so small, I'll give you one more dislike, is you got to be careful of this door. Most campers is a lot bigger, obviously, and this arm's going to be way over here, and you don't have to worry about that door, about the awning on your door, or, you know, the arm right there hitting the door. So yeah, sorry about it being long-winded and stuff like that, but yeah, those are just a few things I like and dislike. Mostly the things I dislike are real petty and minimal. There's a lot of things to like about this camper, obviously things that I hadn't even stated that you know, would obvious just about the stuff about going camping in general. So about its weight and just how you can put this in any spot and things like that. So we'll see you guys on the next video, and hopefully it's a camping one. If not, it's me talking about where I'm going to put my camper out here. And we'll see you guys then. Have a good one.